back. I'm Jeff Gillen. A bankruptcy judge this week approved a $127 million loan for Lake Las Vegas. An investment banking firm is loaning the money to help the owners reorganize their operations. Judge Linda Riegel originally delayed the loan because she was concerned about the owners of Lake Las Vegas going further into debt. But she decided the loan was in fact necessary. A portion of the loan will pay for emergency repair to leaking drainage pipes underneath the man-made lake. Southern Nevada foreclosures have almost doubled in the past year. The month of July saw 1,266 new foreclosures. That's down only slightly from the month before when we saw 1,294 new foreclosures. But compared to the same date 1 year ago, foreclosures are up nearly 62%. At the current rate, there are 41 new foreclosures every day in Southern Nevada. While foreclosures are still driving home sales, resales are up for the 7th straight month. That's according to the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. 2,592 homes sold in July. That's the most since September of 2005. Sales doubled from the same month a year ago. The inventory remains stable at more than 23,400 units. But thanks to the large number of foreclosures, the median price continues to drop. The July median was $220,000. That's down more than 25% from a year ago. The head of the local Realtors Association says prices will continue to drop until the valley clears its inventory of foreclosed properties. Realtor President Patty Kelly told the RJ, quote, "I don't know how things are selling if it's not a foreclosure," end quote. Quote, "Chances of selling your own home in this market are very, very slim." I'm joined right now by Linda Reinberger. She's a past president of the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. As always, a pleasure having you on this program. Those are pretty strong words. I mean, quote, "I don't know how things are selling if it's not a foreclosure," and chances of selling your own home in this market are very, very slim.
Well, let's look at the numbers, Jeff. More than 2 out of every 3 homes sold are as a result of the foreclosures.
Right.
So that's really what Patty meant, and it does make sense to me. And of course, the foreclosures are fueling the decline in the prices.
But do you agree? I mean, the sense of that quote is like, look, if you're not foreclosing and you just got a home you want to sell, good luck. I mean, is that the situation for somebody who isn't foreclosed on and they just want to sell?
Absolutely. You have to be on your game. You have to be sharp. You have to know that market conditions have changed, and you have to adapt your behavior to that. Yeah. You can't just place a sales price on the market and expect it to go. You have to understand the impact of foreclosures.
What are you, Linda, what are you advising your clients? I mean, somebody who doesn't have to, are you just telling them to sit tight? Now's not a good time to sell? Is that what you would recommend somebody right now?
Well, what we're doing is we're looking at each home individually. If the home were purchased prior to 2003 and someone didn't take equity out of the property, then chances are they're going to be just fine and have a very good result. If they have bought it in the short term, 2004 forward, when prices were a little higher, then certainly they may want to do something different. For example, they may want to rent the property and just sit tight, if you will. So it's a timing issue.
Are your members having a tough time making a living right now? I mean, what's it like being a real estate agent out there right now?
Honestly, we're working twice as hard than we were in the past because of the market situation and what we have to go through in order to bring a transaction to fruition. The banks are not your normal seller. But are we having a rough time? I believe that 2007 was far graver when there was less market activity than 2008.
You talked about advising clients, look, if you don't have to sell, this would be a great time to rent a home. How is the rental market right now? I mean, are you finding people getting the asking rents?
You know what? I have to say it's a very strong environment, and unfortunately foreclosures play into that. We have a lot of tenants who didn't know they'd be in the market for a rental if the property has gone into foreclosure, and then homeowners themselves being victims of the foreclosure, they too now are looking at interim housing.
We will see what happens real quick. I mean, when do you see this thing lifting up a bit here?
When do I see it lifting up with my crystal ball? I would say in the next 2 to 3 years. Because if you look at the foreclosure situation, some of the worst loans that were made as late as 2006. Those are typically on a 3-year adjustable reset situation. So 2006 plus 3, 2009, and then because of the projects that we have on the books, some of them actually in effect, they're going to create what we believe down the road to be a housing shortage.
We are out of time. Ms. Reinberger, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff.
When business comes back, Silver State Disposal agrees to a multi-million-dollar cleanup at the Sunrise landfill. Plus, the economic downturn takes a toll on a local nonprofit. We'll tell you about that when we come back.
You're watching In Business Las Vegas with Jeff Gillen, a program presented in partnership with the Las Vegas Sun, Cox Communications, and KLAS TV.